Welcome back, dear viewers. This time I'm going to try something different. So I have available a tavern ticket, something like this. Tavern ticket for arena and duels. I'm not a good arena player, but I'm going to give it a go. But the rule here is I want to play the I want to pick a very bad arena deck because it seems to me that I've seen many people complaining about the arena being filled with lots of very absurd decks. So I think it's not realistic to expect me to get too many wins. Instead, for having fun, I'm going to go ahead and try to build a very bad deck and then try to win. Of course, I'm going to try for the win, but with a very uh, deck, a very bad deck. So which one of these classes is the worst? I don't know. I think the Death Knight probably is quite strong, but I'm not really sure. I would like to pick the weakest of these classes. I suppose Shaman. Well, let's go with Warrior. I think Warrior should be very weak.
If only I could solve this with time
Hmm,
travel.
I don't know. Is either one of these two. So I'm going to just move the mouse really fast and stop. It was
Every storm will end in
that was my
time.
random pick. All right, I want to get the worst deck that I can see. So surely this looks like a very good card. This is very fine. You get two random magnetic. Let's go with this. Oh no, what am I picking? Okay, Reborn. If you control a lucky, deal 3 damage. Well, doesn't I don't know if I'm gonna get a lucky. Let's go with this guy. Bone Riot, Taunt Reborn, Hagman Duelist. Both players destroy the card that costs less. Well, I think any of these 3 cards are pretty good. Let's go with probably the one that less people could pick. Probably this guy. Thunder Bluff Valiant. Battle Cry and Inspire give your totems +2 attack, pretty good. Rapid Golem Reborn at the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 Scarab with Taunt, and the Tank Blasted Elemental. Deal 2 damage to all minions except friendly elementals. Well, this is pretty strong for Arena, especially, so I suppose the worst option should be this Golem over here. Bloodlust, give your minions +3 attack, seems pretty strong. This Disciple of Golganet at the end of your turn reduce the cost of a random overlord card in your hand by 1. And the Saronite Tallbeer, whenever this is attacked, draw a card. I think this is what I would like to pick. This probably is the strongest one, and this is the weakest, especially because we have to have some overlord card that we don't have. Reincarnate, destroy minion, then return it to life with full health. Conductivity, the next spell you cast this turn also targets adjacent minions. Anti-rate, I think the power level of these 3 probably approximately the same, but in arena probably you would like to get the hit rate. I'm going to go with reincarnate, probably the most harmless of the spells. Abusive Sergeant, give a immune +2 attack. Well, I'm a shaman, which is I'm bound to have some totems. Neutron, a very reliable 2-mana taunt, and Doomsayer. Let's go with Doomsayer. Quell Hunter, spell damage +2, overload 2. It's clear that to me that the Spitting Camel is the worst of these options. Dragon Breeder, Battlecry, choose a friendly dragon, add a copy of it to your hand. Well, I have no dragons, so that could be worse than the Spitting Camel. At the end of turn, deal 1 damage to another random friendly minion. So this certainly looks bad, but this is worst if I don't have a dragon. I'm not sure. Let's do the random choosing. Okay, Dragon Breeder. Maybe this random thing is not as random as I suspect. Okay, all of these cards are trying to give me something random. Mm, the Shock Hopper, if I think this is the best choice for if you're wondering. So again, uh, strange. Okay, Fishflinger add a random Murloc to each player. So let's give the opponents some Murlocs. Dread Corsair, Living Prairie. If you played an elemental this turn, summon 2 cows. That's pretty good. Menagerie Mag. Give 3 random friendly minions of different minions types. +1/+1. 3 mana 2/2. Certainly the worst. More dragon related cards. Let's go with another Menagerie Mag. Timeline Accelerator, Battlecry, draw a mech. It costs 2 less. Number of mechs, none, of course. 3 mana 2/2 looks pretty bad. History buff, whenever you play a minion, keep a random minion in your hand +1/+1. And Jade Spirit, a classic and lovely. Woohoo! It's probably the most lovable of the Jade cards. So let's go with the Timeline Accelerator. This is a very strong card, Mogu Flesh Shaper. 9 mana but costs 1 less for each minion on the battlefield, counting the opponents and ours. Storm Wrath, give your minions +1/+1 and has Overload. And Never Said Ritualist, Battlecry restore adjacent minions to full health. I think all of these 3 cards are probably very good, and this is especially good. And let's get this guy. Pepenking. Battlecry, destroy your opponent's armor, reincarnate. Alright. Which of these 3 cards has the least value? I can see an argument for the Blade Breaker. The Penguin has infinite value if you compare the mana cost to the stats. And Reincarnate, what are the uses for Reincarnate? Not much. Let's get the Blade Breaker. Direwolf Alpha. There's a dragon here. Conductivity, the next spell you cast this turn also targets adjacent minions. Well, I don't. The only spell I have is the Reincarnate, and this is a very powerful dragon. And this guy, it's good for aggro decks. Let's go with this because it's anti-synergistic. Jade Chieftain, Battlecry summon a Jade Golem with Taunt. Amphibious Elixir, restore 5 health and discover a spell. And Saloon Brewmaster, Battlecry return a friendly minion to your hand. Give it +2/+2. So, all good cards, I suppose. This is the best one, or not this. I think for my deck, the Saloon Brewmaster is less valuable. Right? Now I'm being forced to get a good card. I could get this mech that relies on magnetizing. Let's go with this. This is this is looking terrible. This deck is horrible. Menacing Nimbus, add a random elemental. Discover a spell or pick a mystery choice or conductivity. Let's get conductivity. Totally totems. Summon all 5 basic totems. Overload 1. Crazed Alchemist. And Trapdoor Spider. This is pretty good. So we're going to go with the Crazed Alchemist. Well, I think that clearly this is a very cool card to pick. But I think this is worst for this deck. And the Chillwind Jetty. Another dragon, a 5/4, and Infested Watcher. Taunt, and the Death Rattle get 2/1/1 Chaotic Tendrils. Okay, Defenders could be really bad. So in terms of stats, this guy has the worst, but you get the chaotic tendrils. Let's go with this guy, I suppose. Another one of these. How many luckies do we have? None. Dragon, or the trade. Well, we're gonna go with the spell damage. Public page, timeline accelerator. We already have one of these, so we can draw one of them into this other guy. So let's do Plague of Murlocs. Give your totems +2 attack. Transform all minions into random Murlocs. This is very good for arena. I'm guessing. I'm going with this. The weakest option. Overdraft did 3 damage for a golem. Ban Stomper, my beast. Have rush. No beasts. Well, probably there's one of these is a beast somewhere. Think from below, Twin Tyrant, or Daedrate. Okay. The game is trying to give me a good card no matter what. There's some synergy with the dragons here and there. Think from below, pretty cheap. And the Daedrate is the best option again. Not sure. Let's go with this thing from below. Let's take the snake oil seller. We're going to have some fun with this deck. I already have one of these. Let's get this guy's Kathir. I think this is good in arena. This guy probably very good. So this is worst. Not sure because which one of these two is the least good? I don't know. Lightning Bolt, the Gaslight Gatekeeper, or Living Monument. This is our final card, I suppose. Let's go. So this is probably one of the worst decks I can possibly assemble. And we're going to have some fun and see if we can have something. I expect to have 0-3 with this deck, but who knows? Let's see what happens.
Thrall versus the Lich King. Darkness comes on cold winds.
Well, I should have should pop up my deck tracker because I don't recall any of my cards. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. Most of the deck is 2 cost drops, so probably pretty. Okay, come on, shut up, the tracker. All right,
Job's done.
job's done. Oh, the synergy finally. So now, albeit the deck is terrible, I'm going to try to do the best plays available. So let's go with this Disciple of Golden Egg. This is going to reduce the cost of the Squall Hunter.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
I don't know what this is doing. The 1-2 whelp returned. Gonna go with the High Noon Duelist. Now my dragon is gonna cost just 2. This guy is going to transform into something, so we have to pay attention to this card. The opponent decided to bypass my 4-3. Okay, we do have this. I think it's not worth yet. I could use Reincarnate and try to get something out of this guy. Maybe we burn one card. And then what? In terms of mana, I'm not doing too well. But let's see. Well, we lose one of our bad cards. And the opponent got the Gang Rider. I think 3 random friendly minions. This has no types.
There is little time.
We're going to play this. I'm now overloaded. Well, that's the target for the Dragon Breeder. I guess I don't have any other dragons here.
This realm of death.
There goes my duelist, and we lost the totemic surge, of course. And that's not bad really. We want to lose our decks. It's so bad that we probably. Oh, look at the dragons! The synergy.
You'll grow up to be a fierce one. Thunderstruck.
So does the opponent have a Reno style of deck? Interesting. He has 10 cards up there. He has one Dragon Queen, Alex Dresser. What did the opponent draw last time? He drew the Ogre and the Stubborn Champion. And we are about to get smacked by all those cards. Little does the opponent know that my deck is terrible. He's trying to clear my bad cards. Okay, maybe we find something cool to do with this. Well, I don't think so. Let's draw a mech. Probably another one of these, or... And I think there's just one more mech. Yes. Okay. We now have a board and a totem. Well, this is the most interesting card in the deck. This guy has given all the minions in opponent's hand +2 attack. So yeah, it's not going to last. Guys,
Is so profitable.
I love this guy. Well, I do have the Defender of Argos. I think I'm going to wait for a little bit longer. Alright. Tendrils. What can you do? Now,
Behold the might of Stormwind.
it was about time. I was about to say that the opponent is taking a decent amount of time to defeat this deck. So perhaps it's not so weak as I suspected. Give a friendly undead +2/+2. I have no target for that. I'm gonna get this for the spell damage. Who knows what these boys are going to do. Let's see. Yeah, deadly poison. It fits the theme of the deck. And Twilight Torrent. It's... Well, we killed one guy. What do you think about that? We did kill somebody. Good work. Good job, Chaotic Tendril. Number 2, your sister or brother didn't do much. Yes, and what next? Well, this is probably our last turn. We do have the Doomsayer. Um, okay, there's no more choice here. Not many choices that we can use. You can heal for 5. Still die, right? Aha! Back from the dead.
This battle be a testament to your
Well, thank you for showing me your fabulous deck, opponent. I hope you get to many more wins, and please go ahead and proceed to your next game. Meanwhile, we are going to just explore what is in store from the other decks. Let's see what we get here. Well, I think the success of this should be measured not in terms of number of wins and losses, but perhaps a number of turns played. And the last game, I did get to play more turns that I was first expecting, so something interesting.
fear the coming storm.
Let's keep this body and this guy. At the gatekeeper, probably not. And is it a good idea to keep this? Probably not. Probably we want to have a 2 mana something soon. Well, we did draw one of our mechs, which is kind of bad. Well, the opponent is running dragons and spell damage, so we know we know. Maybe he has a deck similar to ours.
The calm before the storm.
Yes, and Rush Overload. Battlecry, if you play it an elemental, don't overload. Right. So clearly the opponent has drafted many elementals. Wow. He has another one. That was the top deck one. The sap. We are seeing that this card is kind of very good. I could do conductivity and sap, but that is not going to kill any minion. Aha, look at this. I now have timeline accelerator at 1 mana. The synergy is stupendous. Now have to scatter, cross a spell, and if you cast this again, oh, that's a very nice Murloc. Let's see, what do we have here? Batlack Albatross. Okay, I think we can do this. You should play this probably because. Aha! Look at this. We're going to give the opponent some Albatross. More elementals. Overload card. This is the dragon. Can we use the Brewmaster for something? I don't know. Well, now we have some synergy out of the Tendrils and the Brewmaster. Well, yeah, sure. There we go. Now, the one thing I'm I'm thinking about making a deck about these chaotic tendrils in standard, because who knows what might happen. Well, we didn't get to play the things. Now, that's that you see the stupidity of a card such as Bloodlust is pretty much a very boring mechanic. Just oh, let's give the minions more attack, and more attack, and more attack. Oh, that's a no-brainer card, so I don't like it. Or I should rather I should say that I'm pretty tired of seeing cards like Bloodlust.
Fear the coming storm. I do not fear it. I command it.
Alright, we're facing our last opponent. Probably I don't expect to beat this guy, of course, but we're going to try to have some fun and hopefully we don't get stomped by a Bloodlust. Okay, well, the synergy happening again. I think I want to use my coin for this guy, and now my dragon is going to grow. So it seems to me that there are too many dragons in the draft, which probably it's a bit strange. Let's summon a totem. This is actually not bad against totems, but other than that, probably we're not gonna have a good target for this. Well, now, yes, if I swap this guy, he gains life. That's kind of interesting. I think that's cool. We're gonna play this.
It's your time now.
We fish out this guy. Nice.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over there.
Perfect. Inventomatic. We have no magnetic guys in the deck. So this is how you anti. This deck is terrible. If I, what's the rating of the deck? I don't know. Can we possibly make a worst deck? Let me know if you figure out a way to make a worse deck than this. What happens if I overload by 2? I want to play this soon because we do have the combo here. So I don't want to overload. Let's play this.
Life is an afterthought.
Now, the opponent might suspect that I'm holding a Bloodlust in my hand. So he probably wants to take down my guys. Right. Aha! Behold!
My will is not my own.
Don't.
What did she say? My will is not my own? Well, sorry about that. Probably he's talking about how this deck is a disaster. The next spell you cast. So this is effect last across turns. Interesting because you can prepare these on a very early turn and wait. So this is much more stronger than I first acknowledged. Conductivity. Of course, it would help if we had some actual spell to use, but what do we do? We're gonna go for spell damage, which is high risk, high reward play. Discover a quick draw. Okay, we're gonna discover a spell from the opponent's deck.
There's simply nothing I can do.
Well. Deal 6 to a minion. If you're holding a dragon, also deals never. Let's go with the sap. So we can take down this. Of course, we are heavily overloaded because next turn is going to be tight. But we are ahead. Surprisingly, I'm surprised, but we are ahead. Pretty strange. A poisonous guy. Types. We do have dragon, no type, only 3 mana, ready. So I think I want to...
Ready for another round?
Yeah, exactly.
Thunderstruck!
Okay, probably we are gonna lose some minion by playing these chaotic tendrils, so that's why I attacked first. Red of Dreams, if only I had a dragon. Oh, look. Can you imagine? So many dragon synergies. Consecration for 4, not bad.
What a sight to behold. Ancestors bless you.
Yes, that was interesting. Now, we're gonna go with the maybe display. I'm guessing the opponent is... Whoa! 4 damage to all my minions? That's not fair. Maybe we have to shuffle our hand. Incarnate. Well, look at this. Guessing we do this. Goodbye, gorgeous hand.
There? No, nobody there.
Okay, another conductivity, the snake coil seller, and dragon breeder without any target that we can use. Well, there's a chance for the opponent to transform my board. I don't see it happening, but we could get a random dragon that we want to use this card on. Yeah. I think the opponent has an elemental that wants to have another elemental play the turn before or something. It's a very strange play. Maybe just for the buff.
I'm losing it.
Yeah, that's... I don't know which one of these two is better here. I could get a random totem. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, let's play this guy. In terms of being able to trade with the board, these two are pretty much the same. The difference is that if the opponent kills my Clearing Bloodhoof, I have a minion on the board, but then I have 2 minions already here. Now this guy shuffles these 0 cost spells in the opponent's hand, in the deck of the opponent. Could be cool, denying some drawing. He has the spell damage, so those cards are pretty scary.
Take heart, young ones. Your mother. Protect the roost! Job done.
Aha, my 4/1. Jack Hopper, this is an elemental and a beast. And if the opponent happens to have a bloodlust, we die immediately. Oh, that's a good card. 9 mana, 4/16 with Rush, Lifesteal, Mega Wind Fury, and just a little bit of Overload.
For honor.
I can destroy these guys for reasons unclear.
You fight well, friend.
Yes, the only problem is that I have a horrible deck. And this is the end. Let's see if the opponent shows us another nice card. Something other than Bloodlust. No, he's not showing us any card. Anyways, well, that was it. My horrible experience with bad deck. Well, the experience was not bad. It was better than I expected. But my reward for doing this atrocity is, I'm guessing 5 new cards. Okay, 2 and 30 gold. That's interesting. And I have a new pack. Let's go ahead and open the pack. But my collection is quite complete already. So let's see. Nothing new, I guess. Right. Well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this. The results were as expected. And well, we'll be seeing you soon with more ideas. Until then, sayonara.